Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize about the light. I am literally surrounded by lights everywhere, but it's extremely dark outside in the UK, and I don't mean nighttime dark, I mean daylight dark. I decided to still go ahead with recording the videos because I want to get this message out to you ASAP. So no intro today, except for quickly, those of you that are new, I'm Natalie. Welcome to my channel as a pennies drop. So basically, the reason why I wanted to record this video today is because I get a lot of subscriber comments and clients actually when they start working with me who come to me because they want to be with a specific person. And whilst, yes, you can manifest anything in anybody that you are desiring to have in your life, fundamentally, if you have if you have wavering doubts, if your foundation, your platform of what you think and what you truly believe is shaky, you are going to consistently be on a roller coaster ride of I can have it, I can't have it, I can have it, I can't have it, I can have it, I can't have it. You're going to be looking out in the 3D reality and you're going to be, yeah, but that happened and that happened and that happened and they're with that person and they said this to me and they said that to me and they're doing this and they're not contacting me. You're going to consistently be doing the opposite of what manifesting is. And manifesting is all about changing your identity to become the version of you that you need to be to have that desire. That's all manifesting is. You're aligning yourself to be the version of you that has your desire, that is with that specific person, that has that job, that has that business, that has that extra money. That's what you're doing. But if you don't have a belief in that manifestation works, you think it's all woo-woo shit, or if you don't have a belief that anything is possible, or if you have a low self-worth, low value, you don't love yourself, you don't see yourself as worthy of having it. If you don't have a concrete foundation, a concrete platform in how you see manifesting, how you feel about yourself, you are going to be blocking the desire coming to you. You're going to be on a consistent roller coaster of, yes, I can have it. No, I can't have it. Yes, it is possible. No, it is not possible. You know, I constantly get questions about people asking me about, circumstances. Do circumstances matter? No, they fucking don't. What I would do if I was wanting to manifest somebody and in the 3D reality, something was going on that I didn't like, I would take it as feedback and I would revise it. And it's that simple. But I have a belief in manifesting and I know that anything is possible if you are faithful to it. It's all about deciding. It's making a decision about what it is that you're wanting. What do you want? Do you believe it's possible? If you don't believe it's possible, why not? Well, you don't think you're worthy enough for it. Learn to love yourself. Create a self-love practice. If you're consistently to and fro in between I can have it, it's possible, to I can't have it, it's not possible, then guess what? You're going to remain in no man's land and keep stuck. And you're going to wonder why your manifestation hasn't shown up in your reality. Because it is about remaining faithful. It's about creating that feeling within you, whether you're doing that with affirmations, whether you're sitting in a particular scene that you've imagined, an imaginal act, whether you're scripting. It's manifesting. These techniques are all designed to get you into the feeling state. That is it. That is what these famous athletes do. They use a scene to see themselves as the version of them that is the winner, that is the greatest one out there, like Michael Jordan did. So, Michael Jordan, let's talk about Michael Jordan for a second while I'm on this rampage. Michael Jordan, he was kicked out of his high school team, basketball team. He was kicked out. He was kicked out. Did he allow the circumstance of being kicked out to matter? No. What did he do? He kept moving forwards to follow his dream. He practiced. He told himself he was the greatest basketball player in the world. He never gave up on himself. He's no different to you or I. It's the same with Oprah. It is the same with Oprah. She's no different to you or I. She had an abusive childhood. She had an abusive childhood. She told herself that she was going to be more than this. Look at her now. Look at her now. She doesn't let the circumstance of her childhood get in the way of being the version of her that she's always wanted to be, even bigger than she could possibly have imagined, I'm sure. If you are wanting to manifest something and you're having wavering doubts, if you're doubting it, stop manifesting it and focus on you becoming the best version of you and seeing your worth. And that is why the likes of me, the likes of Veronica, the likes of Dylan, the likes of Shelley, we all, and lots of other coaches I'm sure out there on YouTube, all talk about the fundamental of having a stable foundation, which is a self-concept that is unshakable, which you create through having a self-love practice. So you want to start with having a steady self-love practice. I've got self-love workshops. Shelley does, Dylan does, I'm sure. Veronica does, I'm sure. You know, have a look around. You don't just have to get my self-love workshop, but you have to start and from a place of loving yourself, of knowing your worth. Especially if you're somebody that gets treated badly in relationships or gets treated badly by people, you need to learn to love yourself. You take the 3D reality as feedback of what you're truly thinking about yourself. So you want to create a steady self-love practice. Number one, that is so incredibly important. And if you haven't watched my other videos where I've spoken to you about how I effortlessly manifested people back, specific persons back into my life, only to be treated fucking horrendously every time, and it got worse and worse and worse. If you don't learn to love yourself, if you don't learn to create a self-love practice, if you don't learn the lessons by looking at what's going on out there and taking that as feedback, not as a block, but as feedback of what you need to be telling yourself and how you need to start showing up in the world, you're going to constantly get treated like shit. And the lessons will get bigger and more painful and more painful and more painful and more painful. And that I can guarantee. That I can absolutely categorically guarantee. So if you're wanting to manifest, you have to make a decision. What is it that you want? Get clear on it. What technique sits right with you to manifest? Some of you can't visualize. That's okay. Maybe it's doing scripting. Maybe it's doing the affirmations. You know, whatever it is that's right for you, find a technique that feels natural for you. At the same time, you want to be building a self-love concept, a self-love practice. You want to be telling yourself that it is possible. You know it's possible. You don't just watch my channel. You watch a variety of other channels searching for answers. But the answers within you is believing in you. It's trusting and surrendering to the fact that you can have what it is that you desire. You can have it. But if you are thinking about that desire and you're doubting it, you are going to be blocking yourself. So you want to stop manifesting that specific person, stop focusing on manifesting that specific person or that specific thing. And you want to come back to a self-love practice. You want to start to create this self-love practice where you're showing up, loving yourself and not expecting anything less than what you deserve. And you can only do that by loving yourself. You cannot accept shit behavior from people. You cannot have wavering doubts of what it is that you're desiring when you're coming from a place of knowing your worth. So that is why it's so important. So if you have feedback that you're not treated very well by people, then you want to come back and focus on you. And I say this to all of my clients, put the focus onto you. Just for the next few weeks, a month, make it all about you. Put all of your energies into you. Create a stable platform. And then once you're in a place of knowing your worth, confident, knowing that you're an extremely magnetic, beautiful, kind, loving, thoughtful, respectful person, valued and respected everywhere you go, you know, loved and adored everywhere you go, unforgettable, irreplaceable, magnetic, wildly attractive, confident, successful, stunning, sexy, gorgeous, incredible, amazing. When you are coming from that platform, unshakable, you've got an unshakable self-concept, and you remain faithful to that unshakable self-concept by you consistently telling yourself that you are that, until it really hardens into fact in your outer reality and you feel it in here to be 100% true. Then let's have a conversation about wanting that specific person back. Do you want them back still? Or have you opened up your eyes to realizing that you're worth more than that? You're worth more than putting your energies into revising somebody to want to be with you. You have a choice. And you have more of a choice when you're coming from loving yourself rather than not seeing your worth and thinking that they're the only one for you. But you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want, and you can have it exactly how you want it. But if you don't believe it, and if you don't have clarity on what it is that you're wanting, and you're consistently going, yes, I do, no, I don't, yes, I do, no, I don't, you're going to be blocking it. So get clarity on what you want. Believe it's possible. You know it's possible. You know it's possible. Keep reminding yourself of all these other success stories out there. It is possible to have whatever it is you want. So clarity, telling yourself it's possible. Love yourself. Create a steady self-love practice. Create a platform, a foundation that is unshakable. Then create the manifestation in whichever way you want to. Like I said, you can do that with a scene, repeating that over and over and over again. If you like to sit in visualizing, daydreaming about it throughout the day, as it were. Affirmations, scripting, find the one that works for you and remain faithful to it. If you start wavering and thinking, it's not possible, or you start to see circumstances out there that the opposite to what it is that you're wanting, fucking ignore it. Put the manifestation to the side. Come back to you, loving you, seeing your worth, valuing yourself, telling yourself that you are somebody, that you're an amazing person, that you can be, do, and have anything that you desire, because you truly can. So you bring it back to you when you're not wavering again. Do the manifestation again. That's it. You can have anything that you want, but you are the one that's in control here. No one can do it for you. No one can wave a magic wand for you. Unfortunately, we would all like that. So remember, manifesting is you becoming the version of you that has that desire. It's seeing yourself as that version of you that has that desire, whatever that is. But you have to believe it. You have to believe it's possible. You have to get clear on what you want. You have to remain faithful to that. You have to keep this under control, using the technique that works for you. And fundamentally, you need to love yourself. You need to create a steady platform. Rant over. I really hope that's helped. I just really felt like I needed to share that. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back very soon.